never gonna guess who it is. It's me. Back from Florida. Let's go live. All right, it is Wednesday night. It is close to 8:30. As close to 8:30 as I could get. I had to reconnect some things. It was very, very technical. It's not easy doing this kind of work. You can't just willy-nilly jump into it, but we have to go live. It's Wednesday night. I have my pipe. People are arriving. My goodness, it's a party. It's a fiesta. It's a fiesta, damn it. So I'm so glad you're here. We got a lot to discuss. Lots to talk about. I just like the idea of someone from the upper crust singing the blues. Oh yeah. We're gonna say hi to some people. Oh, that Donald Trump. What's he done now? Oh, a lot of reasons. All right, we're being silly. Say hello to some people. Hey, Michael, shout out to you. Keep on trucking. Right back at you, James. The demo rat shutdown is over. That's fantastic. I'm so happy. It was brutal. It was brutal. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Hello, El Paso, Texas. Down in the Texas town of El Paso. MAGA's, boy, I hope MAGA's watching. I hope MAGA's watching because we're going to raise holy hell tonight. We're going to chimp out. I have a whole list. I have a whole list of things that I want us to really freak out about. Like really, because I don't want to be alone. And there's strength in numbers, and the people in DC, they only begin to listen when we start freaking out. So we're gonna start freaking out. Cat Church says Marty Robbins, out in the West Texas town of El Paso, Myrtle Beach. I want to go to Myrtle Beach. Is it warm in Myrtle Beach? I was in Florida last weekend. I was in Boca Raton at the Sad Man Comedy Cafe. I love this room. I love it down there. I will go back down to the Sad Man Comedy Cafe in Boca Raton. I'd be down there every other weekend if I could. But here's what's coming up. Monday, and this is great. This is great. So hopefully the TSA people will be back and the flights will be going and all that good stuff. Because Monday night is the Gregory Gutfeld show. Yes, the Gregory Gutfeld show. And then following that, over the weekend, I'll be down in Naples at Off the Hook with my boy Dave Landau. So Monday. Monday is Gutfeld. And the weekend, I'm in Naples. That is some of the stupidest crap ever. And I want to publicly apologize. So that'll be fun. And then the night before Thanksgiving, we'll be in Dayton at the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Mike, love Coma Man. Coma Man. That was one of the first skits we ever did for that show tonight. I encourage everyone to download Studio TST. That's the app. It's on your Apple. It's on Android. Studio TST. It's a streaming service for people who still love America. There's sketch comedy, there's stand-up, there's movies. We're adding new movies and new content all the time. It's fantastic. Can't thank you enough for your support. Okay. They're going to open the government tonight. They'll pass to reopen it. Yeah. Yeah. The whole thing in a nutshell, because that's not even the part I was really like upset about. I'm more upset. So with the shutdown. And SNAP benefits. and all of that stuff. And it was it shows you, this is why I'm a small government guy. It shows you how unbelievably cruel these elitists in DC can be. When they're like, people are starving, they're going to starve. My golly, they're not getting their SNAP benefits. Then reopen the government. You absolute lunatic. How can you possibly complain about that? How can you, as a Democrat, how can you even, you've got no legs to stand on. You're like, oh, well, we've got to subsidize. We got to renew these temporary. What part of temporary don't you understand? Oh, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. And then how can you ever be, when you're listening to somebody saying this stuff like, oh, the government has to feed these people. The government, we need to reopen. And they don't care if you eat. They don't care if you're starving. They want to score political points. And then it's the same people who vote this way who want the government to take over everything. It's like, oh boy, don't you wish the government was running healthcare? You mean the same people who just tried to starve you? Those people? No, thank you. Boy, don't you think the government should run health? Oh, the same people who told us we had to get like an experimental, or we couldn't go back to work. Those people who care so much about human life? Hell no. I trust my fellow human being way more than these morons up in DC. Denise, it's all Trump's fault. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? You've got Nancy Pelosi. This is always the fun thing for when you've got someone like Nancy Pelosi who has been in government. I swear there's pictures with her with John F. Kennedy and all. She's been doing this since the 80s. The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, she's been doing close to 50 years on it. She's been passing legislation for 50 years. Then Trump shows up and everything is Trump's fault. The dude had 4 years. Oh, he's ruining democracy. Deep breath, deep cleansing breath. Okay, 1880s. I decided to go to the theater. The Claw and I were sitting at home, and I said, Claw, what should we do tonight? And the Claw said, good idea. Let's go to them. We went to the theater, Ford's Theater. My friend Abraham Lincoln was there, and it was a crazy show, I tell you what. Yeah. Her and Joe Biden. The Democrats tried to pull the fast one today, leak 3 emails. Yes. Tim Burchett. I don't know what state Tim Burchett represents, but he just proposed legislation. He's like, let's put it all out there. Let's release everything on Epstein. And the Democrats were like, no, let's do that, because they need the political points. This is the other thing. Like, people need to think. They need to think. The same people. It's like the same people who are upset. Like, oh, the government needs to feed us. The government needs to feed us. Are the same people saying more government, more. That always bugs me. It's like the same people who are like, oh, the police are being brutal, so we should take away people's Second Amendment right. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And to the Epstein thing. So you mean to tell me you want me, okay, I'm going to be Kamala Harris for this one. You want me to believe that the Joe Biden White House, the Biden-Harris White House, who had their Department of Justice literally raiding Mar-a-Lago for documents, literally throwing supporters of the Donald in jail. They had the Department of Justice, they had the FBI, the Russia collusion people, they had it all, and the Epstein files. And they didn't do anything with the Epstein files. They didn't. Like, the Democrats need to shut all the way up. They want to keep doing this. They're like, oh, we found some more emails. Then they're going to they're gonna redact some person's name, and you'll have a bunch of people who read that story and they're like, "Oh, I bet it was. I bet that name." Yeah, they really think that the Biden administration, who is throwing hundreds of January 6ers in jail and Trump associates in jail, that the Biden administration had this and the Epstein stuff, and they just decided not to do anything. If Trump had anything bad, we wouldn't be here tonight. We wouldn't be having this conversation. It would have been over. What about Mamdani asking for donations for his transition team? That was hilarious. That was hilarious. And the cash bar. So the people who worked on the Mamdani, the commie, they worked on his campaign. And then when he had the votes, they had a big party, a big political party. And when you went to the bar to get yourself a Bud Light, I think they enjoy the Bud Lights. You went to the bar to get a Bud Light, expecting it to be on the house because you worked so hard to get Mamdani, the commie, elected. No, $13. $13. Welcome to the big leagues. And then the next day, Mamdummy is what we should probably call him. And the people who voted for him are Mamdummies. He puts out a video. I got a great transition team. They're really the best people. These are the best. These are the brightest. We want to hit the ground running. I need to pay them. And the only thing I can think to do is ask you guys for money. So remember how I said that we weren't going to need. Turns out I spoke too soon. We need you to keep instant karma. Okay. Really? Fluffing? No way. More cowbell. It needs more cowbell, says Ed. I really wish I knew how to play instant karma's gonna get you. Gonna grab you by your face. Mamdummy needs money. Join the... Okay. Replying to Ed Edwardson, does that mean the penny squishing machines will go up to nickels? Jan, I'm glad you brought up the penny thing. I had no intention of bringing up the penny. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. They're not going to make pennies anymore. Not cool. And here's why. Here's my theory. So let's say you're like me and you like to use cash. I like to use cash. I don't like the digital stuff. I don't. And maybe it's fighting a losing battle. So now you'll go into a place and you'll try to pay with cash. And your order is, $12.82. And you'll go, here's $15. And they'll go, we don't have any pennies. I can't give you change. Could you just go ahead and use the machine? That's what it is, in my opinion. And they're like, oh, we're losing money. We're losing money by printing pennies. I don't give a single crap. I really don't. Do they? Is that on the top of the list of budget cuts we need to make? Oh, I'm looking at the books here, and there's 40 million, there's 42 million people getting SNAP benefits, and we think probably half of them are illegals. You know what we should do? Let's stop printing. Let's stop making pennies. That's what we should do. Oh, there's about $2.3 trillion in Medicare and Medicaid fraud. Excuse me, I have a suggestion. You guys, we could always stop making pennies. I'm just trying to help. Just a suggestion. We've got a bunch of dead people who are getting Social Security benefits. And yes, Wilson, I'm thinking we could probably stop making pennies. Just a little, I'm just top of my head. It's redunculous. We should start paying for everything with all pennies that we have in jars. I'd love it. I would love it. We should all is the key phrase right there. We should all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the crux of the matter. It's 8:47. We got to get moving. I'm proposing, this is what I want to do. I want us all to flip out. Like, I want us to post, and thank you for sharing this post, and thank you for being here and commenting and everything. I want us all to chimp out. I want us all to be screaming about this from the mountaintops. And this is highly critical of this administration and this White House and whoever is advising people. I don't care. This is about our country. And I'm not going to play these little games. We need to, in a dramatic fashion, like the posts and the reposts and the tweets and the should never stop. When the Donald sits down to talk to Laura Ingraham, and he's talking about 600,000 student visas from China, 600,000 student visas from China, the answer is no. The answer is no. Because there's also another 500,000 from India. Guess what? The answer's no. That's like 1.2 million people practically. Do you think they'll go home? And then you're talking about H-1B visas, and we don't have that kind of talent here. We can't, blah, 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 blah. It's ridiculous. Here's one of the big reasons I voted for the Donald. Close the border. Close the border. I'm at the point now where I want to go back to like a complete moratorium on all of it. I don't want any new applications for people to get into this country. I don't want anyone new coming into this country for 25 years. We need to settle this down. We got like 50 million people in this country, I think, that weren't even born here. What kind of allegiance do they have? What kind of culturally, what makes us the same? Yes, it's a melting pot. We got to let it melt for a little bit. I'm just being brutally honest here. I want every last illegal deported. Some people say that's 20 million. Some people say it's 50 million. Some people say it's 40 million. That's the number I use a lot. I want them gone. I want them gone. Young people today need a brighter future. They need to believe in the American dream, and they have to believe it's achievable. You know, you can't just build 10 million, 50 million new houses, but what you can do is you can get rid of 40 million people who aren't supposed to be here. That's going to affect the housing market. It's going to affect the job market too. And then Trump's like, oh, if we don't get like these Chinese visas in there, all these colleges will go out of business, or they will lower their tuition. They will have to compete. Charlie Kirk laid this all out. I posted it on Facebook, and I posted it on X. And here's what Charlie was asking for. And this is like a month before they got to Charlie. Mass deportations. Stop the H-1B visa scam. Reduce legal immigration. I'm going a little bit farther than Charlie went. I'm saying end it. End it for 25 years. Crush the college cartel. And then Charlie wanted to build 10 million new houses. But I think the housing market will open up if you really get rid of all those people. To have the Donald sit there and talk about 600,000 new Chinese student visas, that was a gut punch. That was a gun punch. I want millions of people gone. We have bigger fish to fry. I want frickin' paper ballots and voter ID. How come none of this crap is happening? Like, where are the Where are the arrests? I know they've subpoenaed Brennan. I was talking about this on the podcast. Oh, they subpoenaed Brennan, then Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. That's great. Subpoenas have been gone. Oh, and James Comey's going to have his day in court. It's incredible. They're not going to do anything with Epstein. We've got tens of millions of like illegals. He's trying to deal with China, give some, take a lot. It's a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker. You can buy a house from Godzilla. He flips them all the time. Oh my goodness. You can buy a house from Godzilla. He flips them all the time. Well, you can buy a house from Godzilla. He flips them all the time. Well, the floors aren't too pretty, but the roof, it shines. What do you think about changing the filibuster and getting rid of it? No. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Because the base is not excited. The Make America Great Again base is not excited. Now I'm worried about the midterms. What do you think? What do you think the day will come when the Dems take power again? You're going to want the filibuster. You can thank me later that we have the filibuster. I'm 100. You're singing my dad joke. It was right there. It was thank you. We got to make big moves fast. Tick tock on the clock. All of these cases, I guess there's no statute of limitations, and I'm not a lawyer, I might be wrong. There's no statute of limitations on treason, but like Lord in heaven, there's Larry Bird saying we need to worry about midterms. You need to get the base fired up. Like I don't want to squander this lead. I really don't. How much wall have we built? Have we changed any laws? All of this crap, like the Dems, the Democrat people, they love to say this during the shutdown. Well, you have the House and the Senate and the White House. I don't know. Yeah, you need 60 votes. However, we do have the House and the Senate and the White House. All of these executive orders, all of these little temporary patches, why are they not permanent? And if Tulsi Gabbard has all this evidence, I have irrefutable evidence. What is Pam Bondi doing? We need to raise holy hell. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to have 600,000 Chinese student visas. No, we're not going to do any of this H-1B frickin' nonsense. Why in the hell would you import almost 1.5 million new students and young people when they, in the next breath, they'll tell us AI is going to take all the jobs. AI is going to take all the jobs. Okay, so why would you bring new people in? Why would you, if it makes no sense? And when crap like this doesn't make any sense, that's what I just say, stop, shut it all down. Shut it all down. Elaine says, I'm not happy. I'm not happy either, Elaine. Let them hear it. Let them hear it. I want every time somebody in that White House picks up the freaking phone, I want them to go, wow, these people never stop. They never stop. What has Pam Bondi been doing? What has Kash Patel been doing? We need action, and we needed it yesterday. There's some good stuff happening, but I tell you, if you stop all immigration, if you stop all immigration, maybe that would help the job market as well. And you you've got to do something about the Fed and these interest rates and all. I say get rid of the Fed altogether. That's the value of our dollar keeps going lower and lower. And are you guys feeling any relief at the frickin' grocery store? Like eggs are cheaper, gas is cheaper, but that's about it. Like everything else, I haven't seen a dramatic turnaround in the price and the cost of living. And then they keep saying, "Oh my gosh, have you heard this one yet?" They're like, "Oh, your electricity prices might be going up." And you're like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, these big tech companies are doing these data centers." And I'm just like, and how does that affect me? How does that, so I have to pay for that? Is that the expectation? I love how they say this crap and they just do it so flippantly. Oh, so a big data company is going to be using more power and just the regular people have to pay for that? I call bullshit. They're not helping me pay. When the electric company, they go, "Here's how much you used." And I'm like, "Ooh," and they're like, "Yeah, so you owe more because I used more. That's the deal I can deal." So you're just allowed to like have a third party pay for your, like, "Hey, I'm just going to call my house a data center now." I built a data center. I'm communicating with my data center right now. So somebody has to pay my bills. And I'm sorry everyone else's bills are going up, but I built a data center. That's the most redunculous thing I've ever heard. They're asleep behind the wheel. I don't know what they're doing. But I've seen clips of when the Donald was running, and he was like, "Oh, the H-1B visas, it's a scam. It's a bad one. We got to end it." And now all of a sudden he's done this turnaround. It's very crazy. It has me. So the more we freak out about it, the more we scream about it from the mountaintops. If someone is behind the curtain affecting these judgments, then Donald can go, "Look, I got to do something. They're losing their minds. They're freaking out." Because if we don't scream and if we don't freak out and if we don't protest and get really vocal about this, then the GOP is not going to do anything. If Trump's not going to do anything and the GOP aren't going to do it, that's a game changer. Then that's a real wake-up call for everybody. Because we already know what the Dems will do. We already know what they'll do. We just had 4 years under Biden. And even now, just a couple weeks ago, they don't care if people starved. They did not care if people starved. They wanted to score political points. I'm really mad. The more I think about it, the more angry I get. You investing in the data centers? Mimi, I'm running a data center. So if you could just go ahead and pay my electric bill, that'd be great. People will just, it makes me laugh. They'll just casually say it. "Hey, did you hear? All of our electric bills are going up because they're building these AI data centers." And so I'm surprised. How can you even float that balloon? That's like, I'm gonna have sex with this woman. I'm not married, but I'm gonna ask my wife to run the camera. She's gonna run the camera because it's just how you do it now. Okay. Be safe out there, Loftus. See you around if you don't turn square. I'm gonna try not to turn square. It's good to be king just for a day. Be out there with winners, whatever it takes. Trump will sign to open the government. And yes, that's great. That's great. Now let's hope heads will roll. I don't want to hear any more talk about student visas or H-1B or anything. Here's what I want to hear. The wall's going to be bigger than we thought. Here's what I want to hear. No one is coming in. Here's what I want to hear. Oh, the cost of living has dramatically been reduced. Here's what I want to hear. Oh, wages are up. Everybody who wants a job has a job and they're happy. That's what I want to hear. I've gone too long. You got that right, Bullwinkle. Kamalala ding dong. Have you guys seen the live video yet? I was in Des Moines, Iowa, with my buddy Jake Anarino, and we did Kamalala ding dong. The whole audience was singing. It was joyous. Kamalala ding dong. She said Joe Biden was fine. Then a couple of days later, we found out she was lying. He was halfway mental and all the way gone. Kamala ding dong, you done us wrong. Kamala laughing solo. Ha 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 ha. Kamala ding dong. Jam, dude, it's coming. All right. So I will see you Monday night. There'll be a new video on Friday. There's always great stuff. There's a new contributor. We got a new contributor. His name is Sean. He's awesome at the loftusparty.com. So now there's even more content. So thank you for visiting the website every single day. There's always great stuff. There's always wonderful stuff here. There's a new video coming out on Friday. Then Monday will be Gutfeld. Next weekend in Naples. And then after that, it'll be Dayton. No pants at home during the day or night. Larry Bird, you are living the life. I got no pants, day or night. Oh shoot, that's gonna be something. I got no pants, day or night. Got no pants and it just feels right. I got no pants, day or night. I got no pants and it just feels right. I got no pants and it just feels right. Goodbye, no pants. Goodbye, no romance. I got no pants, and it's time to say goodbye. All right, you guys are fantastic. I'll see you very soon. Thanks for sharing the content. Thanks for being here. One last question. Why are those pants still on? Don't forget to chimp out. Let them know that you're unhappy. That's how we win, bitches.